American Society of Civil Engineers Nigerian International Section organized engineering seminar in Lagos, provide solution to infrastructure concessioning, financing and engineering and economic development. We have a report. The World Facility Management Day 2017 brought to the fore the importance of the sector to sustainable infrastructure. Clayfields and Harrow's chief executive speaks on the company's operation and the performance of the sector in recent times. This is Inside Business Africa, Africa's business news and information leader. Hello, a very good day to you and thanks for joining us. My name is Kenneth Odushola Stevenson and this is Inside Business Africa, Africa's business news and information leader. Indeed, we have a very loaded program for you for today with information on infrastructure to financing and also to agriculture. Most importantly, earlier on you had on the highlight where we talk about the issue of American Society of Civil Engineers. Engineer Blessing Obo spoke very importantly on the issue of concessioning as a way of getting Nigeria of the infrastructure, maintenance, and also operations and more. We'll talk about all that when we come back right after this commercial break. Welcome back. You're still Inside Business Africa, Africa's business news and information leader. Thanks for staying with us. Indeed, the American Society of Civil Engineers had a very important event recently in Lagos. It's precisely at Sheraton Hotels and Towers, where the issue of the Nigerian economy and also the place of engineering was brought to the fore. Talking about infrastructure concessioning and many more, the president of the association, Engineer Blessing Obo, along with the foundation president, Engineer Adeyemo, and many other professionals, actually spoke in the tandem with the current goings on globally, especially with the issue of public-private partnership. We have a report. The 2017 edition of the American Society of Civil Engineers Nigeria International Section Engineering Seminar with the theme Revamping the Nigerian Economy brought to the fore the issue of concession and financing challenge of public infrastructure. The President, ASCE Nigeria International Section, Mr. Blessing Obo, while speaking at the event against the backdrop of funding challenges in financing infrastructure, which incidentally is not limited to Nigeria, said it had been widely agreed that public-private partnership for infrastructure development or infrastructure concession held the key to bridging the abysmal infrastructure deficit in the country.
ASCE stands at the forefront of a profession that plans, designs, constructs, and operates society's economic and social engine to build the environment while protecting and restoring the natural environment. It may interest you to know that the Nigerian Institution of Civil Engineers, NICE, the division of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, is maintaining an agreement of cooperation with the ASCE.
The chairman of the occasion, Engineer Otis Anyeji, fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, represented by Vice President, Nigerian Society of Engineers, spoke on the place of engineering on national development while commending ASCE Nigeria International Section for putting together the event.
This ASCE is a body of knowledge, and we like collaborations. We encourage the collaboration with NAC. In NAC, we have a division that is called NICE, Nigeria Institute of Civil Engineers. Their core activities, everything civil, from career growth to membership agreement, whatever you can think of. Partnership with AAC is a plus. It's a plus for us, and that's what we should be encouraging. And we are encouraging, and let me also let you know, NICE in NAC is one of the best divisions.
Guest speakers at the ASCE Nigeria International Section organized engineering seminar, including Dr. Vincent Tuwani, Engineer Monday Abasiatai, Fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Mr. Olusegun Oshinowo, while speaking against the backdrop of the theme, Revamping the Nigerian Economy, a look at investment in infrastructure, solid minerals, and agricultural produce processing, all agreed that for Nigeria to ensure sustainable infrastructure, the federal government must give out public infrastructure in the country to private investors on concession basis to ensure their proper maintenance and management. The public infrastructure government could consider, the expert says, include power generation and transmission, distribution networks, road and bridges, ports and railways, and inland container depots, among other logistic hubs.
Having said that, we believe that if we do the right thing, this sector will grow, will grow and add to GDP or maybe contribute to GDP of the 20%. Today we have a 0.3% contribution of solid mineral to the GDP. Over the next 10 years, if we do the right thing and maybe right on the master plan recently launched by Solid Mineral Ministry, I'm happy that we're going to have a representative from that ministry to take us through what that master plan is all about. Over the last few years, or over decades, we've seen solid mineral budget on solid mineral. You can check this year's budget. What you have from the chief of staff office, what the chief of staff will spend is even more than what the solid mineral ministries will spend. And 80% of that is going to travels, medicals, and salary. Nothing for the geoscience, nothing for exploration, nothing for even constructing road to the key site. So these are issues.
And it's interesting to know that if this Niger Delta Master Plan is actually worked well, the change will come. Areas will develop. If it's not worked well, then we all lose. So as stakeholders, there's a point of interest here. And there is no other sector potential that exists. This is a word from the Minister of Industries. We shall promote the development of minerals and encourage downstream linkages, etc., leading to the processing of these minerals. This has been discussed earlier. These key areas are four in number I will take through today: solid minerals, tourism, manufacturing. So it rhymes with all what we've been saying in the previous presentation. But here's a word from the Ramsar Convention, and it's a governmental treaty that has formally addressed tourism as an ecosystem service that wetlands deliver. In our case, the Niger Delta, for which everybody here will and eventually be interested in one way or the other, it presents significant opportunity for value.
Now, this is our condition right now with electricity. Now we have a population of about 190 million. Well, our electricity generation is only 4,000 megawatts. Now, this is actually quite low because if you compare to other countries, the per capita wattage used in some of these countries, in the United Kingdom, you have 547 watts per person. In Jamaica, it's 107. In South Africa, it's 145. But in Nigeria, it's 14. It's a bit embarrassing because if you go out in the world, one of the largest gas reserves in the world, and yet you are still in this condition. 14 watts per person. Even Ghana has more than us. You know. So what the government actually said in 2020 that we'll be able to deliver 35,000 megawatts of electricity. Now let's look at the roads. Now we have 198,000 kilometers of road. Out of it, now out of all these ones, only 30% of them are still in good condition. Good condition means that you can still pass them, not the ones that are failed. You understand? With potholes and all. You know, but you know, if we are going to repair this road, you know, Corinne actually said that we will need about 3 trillion naira.
Speaking further on the position of engineering to national development, the past president, Nigerian Society of Engineers, Victoria Island Branch, and the current vice president of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Engineer Babagana Mohammed, said the number of unemployed engineering graduates was on the rise and called on the government and professionals in the private sector to find a solution to the problem.
Engineering, we have nobody to try up to today. We have nobody to try. Really, I don't know. I just want to believe I don't know. I have my reason. But I just want to believe we have nobody to write. What do I mean? I had so many applications on my table. Engineers who graduated who are not working. And it pays me. Of course, I work somewhere. Well, let me put it this way. I work for NBC. I guess I'm comfortable, right? But I'm not comfortable.
Located in one of the most populous countries in West Africa, the American Society of Civil Engineers Nigerian International Section, with more than 500 members, was inaugurated in 2000 through the pioneering effort of Dr. Emmanuel Adeyemo, the foundation president, with the approval of the American Society of Civil Engineers headquarters in Reston, United States of America. With the vision of propagating engineering ideals, the body has been organizing seminars, industrial visits, which helps in grooming and mentoring students and young engineers while contributing to national development. The president of the American Society of Civil Engineers Nigeria International Section, Engineer Blessing Obo, the foundation president, Engineer Adeyemo, and the chairman's representative, Engineer Babagana, speak further on the achievement of ASCE Nigeria International Section and the position of engineering in Nigeria.
Other infrastructure, the House of Rep, and so that whatever we have discussed here should get to government for implementation, because it is our pain that the Nigerian government is in recession and we want it to come out of recession as soon as possible. And coming out of recession means they have to, put out policies, make policies that will be friendly to investors, remove bottlenecks. They should examine the policies and remove bottlenecks to make sure it is friendly to investors and to foreign investors and to even local investors in the country. I believe Nigeria is a very wealthy country. We have monies in the hands of the private sector, and they need to be encouraged to invest in infrastructure.
Well, the encouragement is to the young engineers. They should do their best to go into the profession and achieve something through the profession. And if you want to be an engineer, be committed to engineering. Give your life to it and work towards achieving something. Don't expect success to come and meet you where you are seated or where you are employed. You have to practicalize what you believe. You have to practicalize what you are doing and make sure that you find an inroad into an aspect of the profession and build a capital out of it.
Keeping us, making us perpetually employees. How do we expand? Engineers on the general road, if you look at us, we are not very sociable people. All our attention is focused on the X, the Y. And in this current situation, you cannot stick to the X, the Y, because they are mostly money to buy their bread. They are mostly money to buy their bread. And we anticipate this to somehow, maybe to our curriculum. Just look at it. All the young workshops are at the back of the school. It's impacting negatively on us. Because you need to cross everybody and walk out to the back of the school. On an official basis, we don't have interaction with all these people who get in law, in English, official department. If you go to the other, we there. Nobody is there. We shout, we are impacting on us. Socially, impacting on us, and it's also impacting on our academics. We are very brilliant, everybody knew that. No contest about that. Every young student is above average. Nobody can contest that. But when we come out, we see what something is doing no work. Then something will be technically wrong somewhere.
As we consistently talk about this on Inside Business Africa, especially on the issue of engineering and economic development, our report will continue to talk about this issue of infrastructure. Now, next week, hopefully, we'll be able to get more information from those people that spoke at that event to bring some clips and sound bites from that event to you. But when we come back right after this commercial break, we'll talk about another issue, facility management. How is it faring in Nigeria? Who are the operators? What is Clayfield and Harrows doing? We'll talk about that when we come back right after this commercial break. How would you like your construction and engineering industry news and information? Broad, complex, and difficult to read? Or sharp, ready to read and explore? Presenting Construction and Engineering Digest Magazine CED, refreshing clarity in construction and engineering industry news and information. Construction and Engineering Digest Magazine CED, incorporating oil and gas report with news and information that work for you. It's still Inside Business Africa, Africa's business news and information leader. Thanks for staying with us. Indeed, the World Facility Management Day, celebrated globally, recently actually brought to the fore the importance of facility management or sustainability of infrastructure. Actually, we've been able to keep track of the development in this industry over the years, speaking with some of the key operators and bringing to you some key information that could grow the important sector, the facility management sector in Nigeria. Today, we're going to be talking with a very important personality indeed, the Managing Director and Chief Executive of Clayfield and Harrows, and talk about the industry vis-a-vis the performance of the firm and the mission and how the company has been able to grow using integrity, innovation, and technology. Take a listen. The 2017 World Facility Management Day, with the theme Enabling Positive Experiences, emphasizes facilities management's significant role in setting and managing the scene for and delivering exceptional customer experiences worldwide across multiple sectors, has further reinforced the importance of the sector to national development and sustainable infrastructure. Managing Director Clayfield and Harrows, Ms. Adama Salihu, while speaking on the journey so far for the sector in Nigeria against the backdrop of the World Facility Management Day 2017, has this to say.
Oh, of course, ICT is integral, not just to us, but yes, that is central to every business if you really want to be in the business space of today. And we have, and luckily for me, well, we're a young company. I very proudly say so, and our personnel are pretty young, but smart, passionate. You understand? So yes, so these are people again that anyway, as they grow, what they know is technology. Because, like everything about society is about rules and regulations. Now, not so much rules and regulations because we want to throw people to prisons or want to take people to courts, but so much so that everybody knows where does my right start and where does it end. It makes for easier and simpler coexistence, not just in FM, in anything in life. I mean, you do know that it's your right to what? My right, okay, let's even talk about basic civil rights. Your right stops where my own begins. You have a right to enjoy music, but you don't have a right to encroach on my privacy. And my peace. Your rights ends, you can blast as much music as long as it does not encroach on my peace. My message to the world is that, first, because the theme of this is enabling positive experiences. And so let's even start from a backdrop of what is the theme. The theme is, our message is, let me put it in twofold, even though both are stakeholders. For the service providers, which is me and my fellow FM companies, I'm using the backdrop of the years message is that we need to know that service is the first, second, and third thing we have to give a client. I have seen through the years in my experience that, yes, people are not willing to pay. Yes, there is that challenge. But that's also because people are not sure what they will get. Even in basic marketing, what do they tell you? The buyer is always afraid. Because you come to me and you say, oh, buy this shirt. It's good, it's nice. Yes, but I'll be afraid. What if it's not what you say it is? By that time, I've parted with my money.
No doubt, the performance of the sector and the recognition of the importance of the practitioners will reflect on the performance of the firms operating in this all-important sector and effect on the infrastructure sector. Ms. Adama Salihu speaks on the company and its operation and the core areas of the businesses, among others.
No more than 60 months, a year and a half. So that's about 18 months, yeah, about 18 months. So been there now for about 18 months. We're 90 Towers is a high-end building in Ikoyi, you know. Of course, which you, like you rightly said, the Nigerian Society of Engineers have been here, we've been taking care of this building, and we can proudly say we have transformed this building, you know. So on and on, we have kept good business relationships. You know, we've had some relation. We've been with Wema Bank for the past 6 years. You know, so we have quite a few clients in Ikoyi. I'm a woman that have found myself, yes, in the male-dominated industry. I have not seen it as a plus, neither have I seen it as a minus. For me, it happens to be what I do. It happens to be what I enjoy, and I am not sure that it gives me any undue advantage. Neither do I think that it puts me in any undue disadvantage, because I think, again, yes, gender will always be there. Nobody can take away gender issues, at least not in the short run. We haven't found that solution to be able to, you know, take away the gender issues. But I also think that if you do what you're supposed to do, people will see beyond whether you're a man or a woman. Because the truth is, when you come to ask for service, the first thing is not whether it's a woman or a man that is giving you the service. It's you just want service. You understand? Yes, as a woman, it's a bit more challenging because a male-dominated industry, your workers are basically men, your clients are mostly men. I mean, people who tend to be in that sector tend to be men. But I think as a woman, for me, it's the ability to show that it's not about how good looking I am, but what I have in my head. And if I'm able to prove to you that I know my audience, then I think the gender then fades over time. But I still keep my femininity. I mean, I'm very proud of being a woman. I like to be a woman. I like to dress like a woman. I like to talk like a woman. But again, when the job needs to be done, I recognize that it has nothing to do with my personal space is my personal space, but my workspace is my workspace. And the two are very different. In my workspace, I try to just know that I am not a woman or a man. I am a professional. In my personal space, of course, I'm a woman. So for me, that's how I've been able to survive it.
Understanding the importance of the sector and the needs for the country and the potentials, facility in the country deserved proper management. Again, delivering first-class service requires operators to embrace integrity, innovation and technology while maintaining strong relationship with clients and other practitioners in the built environment. For Clayface and Raro, Ms. Adama Salihu says,
it can never be overemphasized. I tell my people, service and transparency. Because why I'm saying transparency, maybe you wouldn't have had that as a key thing maybe in developed countries because, well, that's taken for granted. But it's here because somehow we live in a society where we see transparency as questioning us. Do you think why are you asking me how much I spend? It's not that I'm asking you, it is your responsibility to give accountability for the money you've been given. I mean, except if your contract says otherwise, which is in that case, I mean, the key point is that your client deserves to be told in very clear terms what it is. And as long as you're transparent, it's easier for you to go back to say, hey, Oga, this money no go reach you. It's like you send somebody to the market with 100 naira and say, buy me A, B, C, D, E. As long as you can come with receipts and everything, it's easier for you to tell the person, I spent more than 100 naira. You will balance me 25 naira. But when you just come and tell the person, you give 1 or 2 receipts, I say, the other one I didn't collect receipt, naturally, it will make the person sit and say, I don't understand. I gave you 100 naira, you come here with 50,000 naira, 50 naira receipt, now you're telling me I should give you extra.
Clay Feeds and Harrods' success spans from strong human capital and the capacity to deliver quality service to a variety of clientele, as the mission and vision says that much. The future for the firm is no doubt bright.
Our message to the world is that, first, because the theme of this is enabling positive experiences, and so let's even start from a backdrop of what is the theme. The theme is, our message is, let me put it in twofold, even though both are stakeholders. For the service providers, which is we, me and my fellow FM companies, is, I'm using the backdrop of the year's message, is that we need to know that service is the first, second, and third thing we have to give a client. I have seen through the years in my experience that, yes, people are not willing to pay. Yes, there is that challenge.
Well, the event may have come and gone. Indeed, the World Facility Management Day, you had Ms. Adama Salihu talking about that important sector on that particular report. And indeed, we also will continue to keep track of the performance of the operators and the industry in Nigeria. In subsequent edition of Inside Business Africa, you will get to hear from some other operators on that in that report. Indeed, we will continue to talk about agriculture on Inside Business Africa as we're prepared to continue to highlight the importance of the sector to the Nigerian economy and bringing to the fore and to the front burner the operators that are making it possible for Nigeria to be self-sufficient in food production. And indeed, that report will continue on Inside Business Africa for next week. It's been Kenneth Odushola Stevenson presenting Inside Business Africa. Thank you again for watching. See you again next week.